Hey, what's going on? I'm Josh Martinez inside of our Dunkin Music Lounge with our guest, Jackie Romeo. Now, this is a bit of an exciting Dunkin Lounge because normally we'll have artists that are visiting New York City, but you were just like LIRR train right away, basically.
Yeah.
So, growing up, what music did you listen to?
Growing up, I listened to like pop soul music, so Whitney Houston, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, but I also am the biggest Adele fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, when Adele first came onto the scene, you were much younger.
Yeah.
So what was it about Adele's music that like gravitated you towards her?
I think it's because unlike other people, when she sang, I felt every single word, and that's the thing that inspired me most about her. I wanted to write music exactly like her, and like also the way that she looked, it was a representation of me because I'm like a plus-sized artist, so it was just really inspirational for me to like have someone like that.
So now, growing up on Long Island, Massapequa, right?
Yeah.
What? Shout out to the one person from Nassau County in the building. What did you do growing up to kind of have fun? Because everybody has their own stories when they're from New York City and then out in Suffolk or Nassau. So what did you do for fun growing up?
For fun growing up, I live by the beach, so going to the beach, hanging out with friends. I also love to rollerblade, so I go rollerblading all the time. It's my favorite thing.
So now a lot of people got introduced to you on a national level because of The Voice, on a global level now with YouTube and songs going viral. How did you get involved to audition to for The Voice to begin with?
I actually wasn't planning on doing a show like this. I auditioned for Idol and AGT, and nothing ever happened with that. But then I got a DM from The Voice casting saying, like, Jackie, would you be interested in auditioning for the show?
How fake did you think that DM was?
I thought it was fake 100%. It was a private account. And so I waited a couple weeks, responded, like, hey, sure, I could try it. And the deadline was a week later. So if I waited one more week, I wouldn't have been on the show.
Now, why did you wait? Was it because you thought it was fake and you were like, I don't care for this?
One, I thought it was fake. But also, two, I didn't really think, like, because I've tried shows like this before and it didn't work, I was like, I'm not cut out for this. Maybe it's just like not right for me. And then I ended up auditioning and getting on John Legend's team.
You know, I love that you're open about not getting on AGT and not getting on Idol because I think a lot of people look at the positives, right? Which is great.
Yeah.
And that's fantastic that you get through. But I think a lot of people don't realize that there are a lot of success stories that even on The Voice were kind of rejected, you know, that's kind of the word we used, for 2, 3, 4 seasons before finally breaking through.
Yeah.
When you get those kind of rejection heads up on those 2 shows, how does your approach towards singing and performing change, if at all?
I think using the no's to kind of fuel you to keep going is what's really important because I was like this close to like giving up. And so instead I decided like, I just had this gut feeling in me that was just like, you have to do it. So I went out for the show, and my biggest thing is like, if you are interested in music, like any of you, if you get no's by people, you just have to keep going because it could be like that last ditch effort that you finally get a yes.
So how old were you when you auditioned for Idol and America's Got Talent?
America's Got Talent, I was 14, and Idol, I was 17.
So think about that. Before you're legally able to buy a scratch-off, you were going to just quit music.
Yeah.
Now, like, let's put that into perspective a little bit of just, like, how much pressure that we put on ourselves to perform or to reach certain levels. When you finally get that, okay, I'm going to write back to the audition, and they tell you, hey, it's actually next week. What's that process? Because I don't think a lot of people know. People think that you just get on a stage and then hopefully a chair turns around. It's a lot more intense than that.
Yeah, I think if you were to do like an open call, there's a lot more steps, but because they reached out to me, I just had to like submit some videos of myself, and then a month later, I got the call like, we're sending you to Hollywood.
So basically, they gave Jackie the VIP treatment. That's what she's saying. She's going to be humble about it, but the truth is they gave her the VIP treatment because you were that damn good.
Thank you.
So now you finally get there. It's audition time, performance time at The Voice, and you have these 4 intimidating seats staring at you. Obviously, there's some rehearsals that go beforehand, but they're not there. What was that initial feeling like when you finally got a chair to turn?
I was so scared going into this audition. Like, I did like 25 squats off camera before I ran on stage just to like get the nervous energy out of me. And I closed my eyes and I'm singing the first verse. And then when I opened them, John already turned around. And so since he turned around 20 seconds into the performance, it gave me all the confidence I needed to just like keep going and like perform the heck out of it.
So you get on John Legend's team. How because I want to get the words right. How intimidating is it that you said pop soul, which happens to kind of be John Legend's lane, kind of a perfect match? But was it intimidating where it's like, oh damn, this is like the kind of artist I want to be, or was it more like, oh, okay, like now we're in it, let's go?
I always tell the story of like when I was 10 years old, All of Me was one of the first songs I ever remember hearing on the radio, like listening to it with my mom. And like Adele, I was like, I want to be like this. Like, this is everything I want to be. So John Legend has always been one of my biggest idols. And so when he turned around for me, one, it was so scary just to sing for him in the first place, but also it was so cool and validating that like my number one idol also saw something in me.
So you get home, you get back to Massapequa, you do what you got to do. What's that feeling like from the family and the friends and your cell phone and the text blowing up of like, yo, you're finally doing it?
Yeah, it was so exciting to tell all of my friends and family. I kind of just FaceTimed them and showed them the Legend jacket, and that was how I told them all.
I like that.
But most people, I didn't tell at all. A lot of my friends thought I was still in New York when I was like actually filming it, and I had to keep the secret for a long time. I can't say how long, but it was crazy keeping this secret from like my closest friends and family.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. When it comes to performing songs, there's like a certain list of songs that you have to perform, or like if you submit a song, it gets approved or denied, or is it not like that anymore with The Voice?
With The Voice, it's the coaches that choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I meant for the auditions.
For the auditions, I sent in a list, and either they choose from the list, or you might get a song you've never done before.
So, is there a song that you wish you would have performed on The Voice that you didn't get a chance to perform?
I think "Creep" by Radiohead, because I have a different version that I do, and I love it so much.
I'm laughing because literally like a week ago, I just put "Creep" on repeat. It's one of the greatest songs of like the last 30 years, right? And I'm not into Radiohead at all. Their music just goes over my head, no pun intended. And I text a friend of mine, and I was like, yo, I forgot how dope "Creep" is. And I swear to God, they wrote back, that's the song that I think is used the most on The Voice. And I'm not even kidding. That's literally, I could show you the text message when we're done with this. So it's funny that you said "Creep." Now, you said you put a unique spin on it. How long does it take you to find a song that you want to perform, you enjoy performing, but then you make it kind of the Jackie way?
I think I can find a song, learn it, and make it my own in pretty much 24 hours. It's like music is the one thing that's kind of like, it's so quick for me, but it's like my favorite thing to do, to like spin songs and stuff.
So you were saved on The Voice. You thought it was over.
Yeah.
And then another legend, no pun intended, saves you. You had no inkling of it? Like, is that like legit? Like, that's what we saw is what happened, basically.
Oh, yeah. And I thought that there were no steals left.
Shout out to your nerves, by the way. Because, like, way to toy with your emotions on national TV.
Yeah. So, like, when he said, and the winner of this battle is Zoe, I thought I was going home because I didn't think there were any steals left. And then I go to give my coach a hug, and as I'm in the hug, Reba presses the steal button, and I start crying.
as one should do in that
Yeah.
moment, to be honest. I feel like there's something wrong with you if you don't cry.
Yeah.
On a steal or like an immediate, AGT has like the semifinals, golden button or whatever. Like that stuff, if you don't cry, you have no soul. Like you're a ginger. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just nothing there. Some people got it and it was funny. So you get that initial steal. Now you're part of Reba's team. What's that the performance strategy like? Because obviously she has a different style from John Legend. So what was the biggest difference between the two?
None of the Reba stuff has aired yet, so I can't really talk about it.
Fair.
The steal just happened.
I'm trying to get some inside dirt here, but it's all good. You do have your own song that was released finally. When was it released exactly?
My latest song is called Again, and I just released it a couple days ago.
Less than a week ago.
Yeah.
On release date, what goes through your mind as you're on the free iHeartRadio app, waiting for midnight so that your song is finally out for people to consume? I can't imagine what that feeling is like.
I'm just excited and scared, like hoping people like it, but also like you have the confidence in it that like you love it, so you just hope other people will love it as much as you. And I love to do like live streams like at midnight to play the song with people for the first time, and I think it's my favorite part is like when it comes out at midnight.
Well, you know what? I think you have that song to perform today. Which, by the way, how many times have you performed this new song?
0.
So this is literally the very first time that it's ever being performed, and you fancy, fine folks here in the Dunkin Music Lounge get to see it for the very first time. So let's show some love to Jackie Romeo.
Thank you. This first song is called Again, and I wrote it about wanting to fall in love. To pursue me, no one's ever tried. I just want someone to see right through me, to put up a fight. One glance, all that it takes, heartbeats, but never breaks. You'd put everything out on the line. I wanna feel a spark so much it burns my chest, makes it hard to ever press, never get you out my head. To be so happy even if it was to end with me crying to my friend. I'd do it all again. Why is a storybook romance so hard to find? Been in a 20 years, sleep so, kiss me back to life. Sharp looks pierce like a knife, air leaves lungs with a smile. You'd make all of the bad times alright. I wanna feel a spark so much it burns my chest, makes it hard to ever press, never get you out my head. To be so happy even if it was to end with me crying to my friend. I'd do it all again. To be safe, if I just let go. To be seen, can I just be? Teach me what loving means. Oh, show me that you won't leave. I wanna feel a spark so much it burns my chest, makes it hard to ever rest, never get you out my head. To be so happy even if it was to end with me crying to my friends. I'd do it all again. Thank you. Thank you. All right, this next song is called Pretty Girls, and I'm ready. Do pretty girls have feelings? I thought to myself as I hid behind my locker, wishing I was someone else. Do pretty girls cry diamond tears and post it on the ground? Do pretty girls get butterflies when a pretty boy holds her hand? Blame it on my youth. They build an app for everything to filter out the truth. I'm on the sidelines, not feeling too cute, but I'm still rooting for you. 'Cause pretty girls, they have feelings too. Do pretty girls hate parties 'cause they're expected to act cool? Do pretty girls have to doll up an hour before school? Do pretty girls feel burdened when their friends ask them to stay? Once cameras roll, they can't turn off or simply slip away. Blame it on my youth. Nothing you can buy, what's one more like? Come on, filter out the truth. I'm on the sidelines, not feeling too cute, but I'm still rooting for you. 'Cause pretty girls, they have feelings too. Whoa, whoa, I see you. Whoa, whoa, standing there with the stars in your eyes and the wind in your hair. But girl, fix your mascara or they'll know you care. Are pretty girls afraid of growing old someday? And the pretty boys that worship them will start looking away. There'll be more young pretty girls who will boldly take her place in the timeless line of lies refined. Can't hide what's on her face. Can't blame it on my youth. No more lies, I hear your cries, so live in your truth. I'm on the sidelines and that's okay too. I'm rooting for you. 'Cause pretty girls, they have feelings too. Thank you. That song was written for me by pop royalty Debbie Gibson. I sang it with her on her The Body Remembers tour in the summer of 2022. And this next song is called Anyway. It's a co-write that I did about confidence and empowerment, and it's one of my absolute favorite songs, so I can't wait to share it with you all today. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to iHeart and to the Dunkin Music Lounge for all of this. I've had so much fun, so thank you guys so much. Whoa, questioning everything slow. Time standing still, am I worthy? Things are blurry, where's the mercy? Oh, I told all of the things I'm not bold to think that they know you're not about to push me out of control. I'm gonna step out of this madness. I'm not having this, I'm not having this. I finally turn the corner, let me warn you. There's a freedom deep inside me. I'm done hiding. There's a moment that's before me. Can't ignore me. I'm gonna keep chasing what's mine. I'm not here to play it. And one day you'll find you never knew me anyway. Stay out of your head, out your way, out your mind. The world's opened up, so let's see what I find. Hey, I'm gonna step into the new me. I'm so sorry, you can't fool me. See, I finally turned the corner, let me warn you. There's a freedom deep inside me. I'm done hiding. There's a moment that's before me. Can't ignore me. I'm gonna keep chasing what's mine. I'm not here to play it. And one day you'll find you never knew me anyway. Here's to the ones that don't want you, don't want you, don't want you. They're saying lots of things and they're not true, they're not true, they're not true. Listen long enough and you lose you, you lose you, you lose you. But I refuse to, refuse to, refuse to. Hey, there's a freedom deep inside me. I'm done hiding. Hey, there's a moment that's before me. I'm gonna keep chasing what's mine. I'm not here to play it. And one day you'll find. I'm gonna keep chasing what's mine. I'm not here to play it. And one day you'll find you never knew me anyway. Thank you guys so much.